we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Tulane's offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build. Performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Clark. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Short pickup. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Bulldogs offense has the ball for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times, because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that
guy. Looking for a crease to the left. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Clark. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They feed him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Fires to the right. Got a man. It's York. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle?
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Galladay. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Mississippi State right back to the line. Wants to keep it in the air. Snagged in the middle. It's York. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his...
Touchdown, Mississippi State! Quick strike through the air for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They march 79 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kamara. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Looking downfield on first down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds a tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Right down the middle. He's got it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Hand off from the shotgun. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Tulane. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up of 5 to the 23. The Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Got his man downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Fighting off the defender. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll line up for a second down play. The give to the left side. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Mississippi State going up tempo. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Off the play fake. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. That'll be enough to give Mississippi State a fresh set of downs. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to...
Breaks free! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Green Wave!
It's so nice to have these big, playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires left. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball.
Turning it on! He's at the slippery slide, find his way, and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Tulane lines up on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Mississippi State right back to the line. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's York. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Now sliding to his left. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Gets the back moving. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Mississippi State going up tempo. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Swings it out to the flat. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Mississippi State rings the cowbell in the red zone.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's a hit. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Got it in the middle. It's York. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Finds his big tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The screen, he's got wheels. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit.
Coming up, 4th down.
Wants to return it. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
But how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the route is on. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Finds his tight end. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense takes matters into its own hands. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The defense is dialed in right now, guys. They've got the lead. They're expecting pass. Offense trying to go 4 verticals, but all game long, this defense has stepped up, and they force another incompletion.
Takes it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Here's the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Mississippi State. How about this defense? defense taking one back to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Washington has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 21 over Illinois. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch at the 45. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow. They give up the 4th down run.
Let's go. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. The hand to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Caught close to the marker. It's York. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. They're going to run it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Toss sweep to the left. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive in advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.